sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now Jackson. And his first look is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hold-up. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Open man is Duvernay. And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the Bengals 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Go, go. 57 the mic.
Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botched PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
At the 29-yard line.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Mixon with a 1st down carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead,
and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Auden Tate, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go. Behind. 180. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. To return it, Darius Phillips. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well, and he connects on a big one there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. On the return, Phillips. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And some room to work. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 22. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We're going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw, Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Another run here with Dobbins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Ravens, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be